Welcome back to the channel. My name is Matthias. Today we're back with X Factor, but a iteration of this team that I have not covered too much on this channel. It's the 2000s era X Factor. And this story is a one-shot called X Factor Nation X. It is written by Peter David, and I have to say that I did really enjoy his take, not only on this team, because he had already written X Factor prior to this. He had a classic 90s run, and then in the early 2000s, he comes back to this series, and he has a new team that has a new focus. They are a detective agency, and the leader of the team is Multiple Man. And I do have to say that Peter David pushed all the creative limits of what you can do with a character like Multiple Man. He evolved from being the comic relief from a superhero team to being this very complex character. So the X Factor lineup during this time was Richter, Monette, Siren, Shatterstar, Strong Guy, Longshot, Layla Miller, and Darwin. So during this particular era for Marvel, all its mutants, or at least most of them, were living on Utopia. It was a pretty interesting renaissance of the X titles during this time, because in the early 2000s, things got a little bit weird with the X titles, and I'm looking at you, Chuck Austin. So the basic idea was that on Utopia, Marvel's mutants had created their own nation. Cyclops is running the show, and the thing is that he extends an invitation to X Factor that during this time they're operating out of New York City. So the thing is that Cyclops wants X Factor to set up shop on Utopia to help the mutant cause. And Jamie Madrox is just not having it. He's not interested. He even starts poking fun at Cyclops and tells him, look, we have all the mutants in one place. We can kill them in one foul swoop. We have these two opposing positions where Cyclops sees a mutant nation. Jamie Madrox just sees a mutant ghetto. It's pretty cool to see Layla Miller on Utopia because she's basically been traded out after this point with Hope Summers. She was built up to be this big deal character after the House of M, and that she knew stuff from the future, possibly tied to the days of the future past. So she was sort of like a big deal to the mutant side of the Marvel Universe. And then she gets totally swept under the rug for Hope Summers. Then we have Shatterstar and Richter, who I'm not sure at this moment if they're a couple, but the thing is that there's a lot of friction between both of them. Shatterstar seems to be a walking hormone, and he's hitting on everyone. Shatterstar seemingly has discovered that there's more to life than just fighting and killing. You can add to that list banging, and something interesting is I'm not sure if Peter David is establishing way before Brian Michael Bendis that Iceman is possibly gay. There's actually a panel of Iceman checking out Shatterstar, so that's sort of weird. So we go back to Multiple Man and Cyclops, and the thing is that Jamie tells Scott, look, we're a detective agency. As long as you can pay for our services, we don't care if you're human, if you're mutant. Our focus is just doing a good job. We are not mutant freedom fighters, and we want to be integrated into our community. Then the story focuses on what's going on with the other members of the team. We have Siren talking to her old friends from the New Mutants and X-Force about the fact that she lost a baby. It's sort of really complicated what happened to her. We have Darwin chatting with Charles Xavier, and then we have like this brief battle with this crazy old lady where I have no idea where she came from or what's her deal. Then we have Longshot crossing paths with Dazzler, and they have a one-night stand there. But I guess that the main focus of this issue is just to show this difference between Scott's mindset and what Jamie Madrox wants. And that X Factor is not going to get themselves involved in mutant issues from this point on. So I'm going to leave this video here. Hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time. Bye.